let's get it. Let's get this thing started. So, guys, I wanted to put this quick Zoom together to show everybody how to invite and how to confirm guests to events. Okay, and so this weekend out here in Arizona, we have a very big, special, private, exclusive event that's happening on Saturday. So sometimes, we'll do events on Tuesdays, we'll do events on Wednesdays, we'll do events Thursdays, Saturdays, sometimes even midday Sundays. It doesn't really matter as long as you're inviting to an in-person event. It could be in your living room, it could be, backyard, a space, a venue, a meeting, whatever, meeting room. Okay, this can apply. And I just want to show you a few different things that have been working for me with every event I've ever been able to, go to. I was qualified to go to. And I think this is going to really help a lot of people, maybe give you some clarity, maybe give you guys next steps as far as properly and effectively inviting your guests and confirming your guests. So you can really take this anywhere. It could be to a video maybe that you're inviting somebody to, or a Zoom. But in this case, I'm going to directly give examples when it comes to inviting to physical events. So let me share my screen. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this. So on the screen, guys, how to invite and confirm your guests to events. Okay, so I know we've got some events coming up in California. I know that a lot of people are going to start doing their own home events on a weekly basis. This is a process, this is a method that you guys can use. And so, one thing that I just want to say before I break down the how to, hopefully, you guys are taking notes. I want to make sure that you guys know how to go and reference a lot of these things that I'm about to share with you. You guys can go back, be resourceful, and get this information on your own and have a step-by-step, play-by-play. And so all of you should be very familiar with the members guide. Okay, if you go in here, you click on how to get a free membership, it's going to take you to the 4-step invite video. And if you haven't seen this video, I highly recommend that you do so, because there's so many great points in this, and it's helped a lot of people gain clarity on how to go out and actually share this with people. Okay, so if you want to get a baseline, a foundation for where I'm coming from with this invite, I would definitely start here to get that understanding. Okay, so you got the 4-step invite. Okay, and then there's also, if you click right here, an entire intro to building playlist. So if you're brand new to sharing this with people, you're brand new to the concept of building and sharing this with, multiple people, I would start there with that playlist. You'll see it. It's the first link. You can't miss it. Okay, and so I'm going to show you guys a lot of the stuff that I'm taking from this invite. I went through that intro to building playlists, so you guys can kind of get an idea of where I'm coming up with this information. I just learned it from my mentors, and I realized what's worked for them has also been able to obviously work for me. It's duplicatable for people all over the world. All right, so the main concept of this, guys, is you want to move in with the intention. You can write this down. Like, I don't want to just give you like what to do. I want to give you the why behind it, because that's what's going to create duplication. Okay, so you can go out and you can understand this for yourself, but then you can also go out and teach this to other people. That's the purpose of, building a business and leveraging a system, is you create duplication. Okay, what may work for you may not work for other people. So we want to make sure that what we're doing is duplicatable. Okay, so the concept and the approach that you want to have when it comes to sharing this, guys, is, hey, I've got something you've got to see. I'm not trying to convince, I'm not trying to beg, and I put this down here so you guys could see, but when I go to share this with people, guys, I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm not trying to beg them to take a look. No, if I got to beg you to learn how to, multiply your money, if you've only got one stream of income and I got to convince you that you need another, we don't need to have this conversation. It's like bringing a horse to water and it's not, you try to force it to drink. We don't want that scenario. So my whole approach, my whole perspective is, hey, I've got something you've got to see, right? And I'm just wanting them to come take a look. I want them to come out and take a look at what we've got going on, because I believe I have reason that they could not only benefit from this information, but they would be able to see value from this and take advantage of that on their own. They can make their own decisions. So that is my approach, guys. And I wrote this out right here. There's a couple different ways that you could approach this. And this is what we've been able to do literally all day long. I've been confirming guests. I've got 6 guests confirmed for this Saturday's event just doing this method. Okay. And I learned this from my mentors, Christian Jukes, Mike Sotero, Jason Brown. Okay. Which Mike Sotero is going to be here this weekend. So if you've got people in Arizona, I would highly, highly recommend that you start connecting with them and you can use this invite. Okay. So my first thing, guys, is you'll hear this in the 4-step invite. It's talked about with all the leaders, people like Matt Rosa, Chairman 750, Matthew Rosa. He always talks about you want to first clear their schedule. Okay. Most people that you're going to be inviting to these events, they're going to be warm market. Okay. If you don't know what warm market is, again, you've got to go back and watch the 4-step invite video. But warm market are people that you already know. They already know you. They like you. They trust you. They respect you. And if you have something that they've got to take a look at, they're gonna say yeah. Okay, they're gonna be a good friend. They're gonna be a homie. They're gonna show up. That's not always the case. Not all the time will your friends take a look at what you've got. But typically, if people trust your word, you're good. You're a good person. You've got a good thing. They're at least gonna check it out. Okay. So I'm gonna first clear their schedule. I want to know, hey, are you free? For example, this Saturday. Are you free this Saturday at 2 p.m.? Okay. I'm hitting up my contacts in my phone. I'm hitting up people that I know. Hey, are you free this Saturday at 2 p.m.? Okay. Most times, if this is the first time that you're inviting people, guys, I would go through the 4-step invite video and maybe send them a quick video on what on a video on what we actually do. That way, before they come to the event, they actually have an idea of what we already do, and they're more inclined to show up because they're like, okay, I understand what this is, and I'm interested, I'm open. Maybe I just need to see this in person, right? So that's something that I always like to do if they've never seen what we do at all whatsoever. Sometimes I like to just send them a quick video before inviting them to an event, just so they get the information. And I'm not wasting my time with an unqualified person, right? Because if they can't even watch a video, they're not going to show up to an event. Y'all get where I'm coming from? So sometimes I'll go through my list of people, and I've never invited them to what I do. I may just start off by inviting them to, a quick video or showing up to a Zoom call like we had tonight. Okay. And get them that information, ask them what did they like best. We've got videos that cover the follow up. Okay. So I'm going to start there. Hey, are you free this Saturday at 2 p.m.? Let's go with the example of somebody that's in your phone right now. Maybe it's a Facebook friend, an Instagram follower, right? That's been watching your stories. They kind of have an idea of what you do. They gave you reason of why you could share this with them. Okay. They have an idea of what you do. Maybe somebody that's on the fence and you need to get them to another exposure. You can do this. Okay. I'm going to walk you through here. Hey, are you free this Saturday at 2 p.m.? Get them to clear their schedule. Okay. Hey, are you free this Saturday at 2 p.m.? I've got something you've got to see. I've got something you need to come check out. Okay. You can take that. You can take notes on that. Write that down. Okay. And so one thing that I've been doing that I've been sending out to people, that this is just for people that are like on the fence, like literally have seen multiple different exposures. I know they're into what I do. It just need to collect a decision. And I know getting them to an in-person event is going to do that. Okay. I'm going to say something. This is literally what I was sending out today. Hey, are you free this Saturday at 2 p.m.? I've got something you've got to see. We have an event in Tempe. That's our city. Okay. We have an event in Tempe with a few multimillionaires flying in town to speak, with a free crypto training event after. I've got a few tickets reserved right now. If I save you a seat, would you be able to make it to the event? Okay. This is people that I've been talking to, and they know what I got going on. Okay. They just need to make a decision. They know I'm about crypto. I know they're about crypto. I say free crypto training. Boom. You should be like all ears ready to go. You should be at this event. Okay. So this is what I'm sending out. So you guys can write this down, whatever you got to do for people like Matthew. I know you're on this call right now, bro. I know there's an event in California. You've got people that know already what you do. They've seen a video, maybe a couple videos, maybe they've seen a Zoom exposure as well. They know what you do. Okay. You can leverage something like this to invite them to the event on June 5th. Say, yo, and obviously like reword the city and what's going on. But you could say something like that. Okay. Now I wrote down here, and I'm going to wrap up this call in the next couple of minutes. Okay. But I wrote down a couple options, because sometimes you're going to invite this to people, or you're going to invite people to an event, and maybe they've only seen like your stories, or maybe they've only, seen a little bit of conversation that you guys have talked about, or maybe they've seen a video. They have an idea, but maybe they need a little bit more information, right? Maybe they need to see another exposure. Just sometimes people, most of the time, people don't even need more information. They have all the information they need in one video. They just need a belief check. Okay. They need to see this multiple times, repetition, for them to just like, okay, I believe I can do this. This is something that I can do. I can buy into this. I see the value. Okay. I see the value. I see the vision of where this can take me. So sometimes I'll just hit up people, right? And I'm gonna be doing this literally all day tomorrow. And I'll just hit up people like I'm going through. You guys should see my Snapchat right now is going crazy. I'm literally going through all of my Snapchat contacts because a lot of people live out here in Arizona that I haven't talked to in a long time. And I'm just hitting people up randomly doing that anyways. But I'm basically going through and I'm saying, hey, what's going on? It's Abby posting. It's been a minute. How have you been? What's new? Okay. And I'm just opening up conversation and I'm just going right into this. I said, hey, I don't know if this is going to be for you or not. I don't know how much we've connected in the past, but I think I've got something you need to take a look at. Okay. That's option number one. They're going to be like, and then I'll go into, and then I'll say, I've got something I think you need to take a look at. Are you free this Saturday at 2 p.m.? Boom. They're going to give me a yes or a no. Okay. They're going to give me a yes or a no. They're going to say no, be like, all good, man, take care. If they say yes, okay, that's when I'm going to invite them. Hey, cool. We've got an incredible event happening in Tempe. I'm literally going to just say this. Okay. Or what I could do right after that, depending on the person in the conversation, you guys can gauge the level of conversation and relationship that you have with your friend. If they know what you do, say this, okay? Say this. If they don't really know what you do, but they kind of have an idea because maybe they watch their stories, or maybe they have no idea what you do, it doesn't matter. You can go in and say something like this. Hey, I don't know if this is even going to be for you or not, but I have something that I believe you need to take a look at. I have something I believe you need to check out for yourself. Okay, you got to come see this in person. I've got something that you've got to see, right? Literally all what Joey Wilson says in that 4-step invite video. Are you free this Saturday at 2 p.m.? Okay, you're gonna say that. They're gonna say yes or no. Let's say they say yeah. Why? What's up? Be like, oh, okay, yeah. Like what do you have going on? You can say something like this, and this is powerful. And they talk about this a lot in the content that they do. Jason, Mikey, Christian, all of them, they like to compliment. Chris Derrick even talks about this. He says, you want to compliment them first when you're going to invite. Hey, be like, are you free this Saturday, 2 p.m.? Yes. All right, I am. Yeah. What's up? Be like, awesome. I know you're really driven. I know you're about your money. I would say something like that. You guys can say it in your own words. Cool or awesome. I know you're super driven. I know you're a really driven person, and I know you're about your money. I wanted to invite you to a private event that we're having on Saturday. I've got a few tickets reserved right now, and you're one of the first people that I'm reaching out to. Remember this, guys. If I save you a seat, would you be able to make it? If I save you a seat, would you be able to make it? If I locked in your ticket, would you be able to make it? Okay. And this is all recorded. So if you need to go back and rewatch it, you can. But I wanted to make this video at least under 15 minutes. So it's simple enough that you guys can follow, but detailed enough for you guys to get the information that you need, the clarity and the perspective to know exactly like what you're doing and why you're doing it and where you can go and how this is duplicatable for people. So guys, this is really what I'm doing. Whenever we have events, I'm going through and I'm doing this. And then the last thing I'll say for this, guys, because we will run out of our warm market at some point, right? We won't always like the contacts in our phone will stay the same number of contacts until we add more people to our contacts. Does that make sense? So the way that I go out, and this is an extension of this call, but I will say, when you run out of warm market people, right? People that they know you, they like you, they trust you, they respect you. They will check out something once you built a little bit of rapport, right? Arnold, shout out to Arnold. He's out here with us right now. He's been going to, restaurants and drive-throughs and God knows what else. And he's been picking up people's numbers. And I'll have to have him on another call or something, just share what he's doing for a different training when he goes to like reach out to people and what he's saying to like get their attention, get their phone numbers. But I think it's really dope. Actually, is he on right now? Why don't we do that? No, he's not even on. Alex, can you hear me? Can you ask Arnold if he's free real quick? I'll have him jump on here in a second, and I'll let you guys hear.
He's free.
He's free? Did you say he's free? Oh, perfect.
Can you hear
Sorry,
me?
I don't interrupt your dinner. Just wanted to see if you could share some what you've been saying to people when you go out in person, meeting people like on the street, at gas stations, restaurants, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so I've been using two. Actually, I just learned a second line because it called for the occasion. So usually when if I see somebody, like whether it's a drive-through, whether it's really anywhere, if I see them using their phone, first thing I'm gonna do is I'll just walk by them. I'll walk up to them, whatever it be. I'll be like, hey, if I can show you how to make money off your phone, would you ask me how, or would you let me walk away? And like that immediately catches your attention because most people don't even know that there's a concept of making money on your phone. So immediately you're going to get their attention, like, wait a minute. Because my second thing is, or you're going to let me walk away. And so that's like an opportunity walking away. It clicks in their head most of the time. um the other day I was at Circle K, and the guy at the cash register, he was young, so I knew, like, at the very least I could approach him, but he was distracted talking to another employee. So I felt like I couldn't use that same line. So as he was giving me my change back, I said, let me think real quick what I said to him. I was like, how does the idea of making money off your phone sound? So instead of saying, would you let me walk away? I use that line, like, hey, how does the idea of making money off your phone sound? And he was like, good. I was like, word. I was like, so, hey, let's exchange phone numbers so I can send you some information. And immediately he was like, well, what do you do? And so to not even try to explain it, because you never want to even bring up what you do. You don't want to say anything. You say, hey, look, honestly, if I try to even explain to you, I'm just gonna vomit on you. And not literally, but it's like I'm gonna vomit on you because there's so much information it won't even make sense, and I don't have the time. I was like, let me get your phone number. I'll send you something real quick, and yada yada yada. And then I was like, hey, since this is in Tempe, I was like, hey, do you work Saturday? He was like, no. I was like, look, dude, we got an event going on. It's gonna be a big deal. If I can get you a seat, would you be there? And he's like, well, what do you do? I'm like, bro, I'm gonna send you some info. Don't worry, I got you. And he was like, cool. So like I didn't give him a single detail of what I do, of what anything, because for one, more and more people are starting to hear the word forex, and it's starting to like become this. It's kind of like trending in sort of in a bad way with the people that don't know anything about it. So like if they hear that, they might already think that you're just, oh, I don't want to hear it. So never bring it up. Don't talk about what you do. Don't give into it. If they keep asking and they don't want to give you the phone number, walk away. It's not a big deal. On to the next. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna tell you guys, as confident as I am when I actually say this to them, I'm nervous as heck. So like my, heart's beating, butterflies. Like I'm by no means like some smooth operator. Like I'm nervous, but right before I say it, it's like, yo, I got to do this, and I do it. So just go for it, try it. You might slip up a few times. I got a no today when I asked the mailman. So like, you're gonna get some no's. Not everybody's gonna like. He was on his phone and he was like, nah, not right now. Like, okay, cool, peace. No feelings hurt. Just on to the next, guys. So it's working. I hope this helps. And yeah, thank you, Abby.
Oh, bro, I appreciate you. Yeah, guys, just wanted to give you that real quick since he's literally right here, and that's a great way, especially if you go out a lot. I've seen Arnold go out, pretty much every single day and come back with like, I got another contact, and I'm like, bro, just spit that fire, let's go. So it's a great way if you're already out, you can literally like just, share that, do exactly what he said. And this is recorded, so you can go back and watch it, write it out, practice it, whatever you got to do. But it's a great way to find people locally in person. They see you, you're a real person. There's a little bit of trust factor there as well, and you can obviously build that rapport behind the scenes. And we've got videos and a whole playlist that you guys can go through to know exactly what to do and how to do it moving forward. The last thing I was just going to say, outside of like personal contacts like he's doing, which is a great way, especially if you're going out and about, you can rock that. You just got to practice. Is social media. And I've been doing this a lot where I'll bring, like I was talking about warm market, your warm market pipeline is going to decrease. So you want to constantly be adding and replenishing your warm market pipeline by going out and finding new contacts. Like Arnold, he's creating more of a warm market pipeline by getting new contacts, building a little bit of rapport. Now they're not a cold market, they're a warm market. Okay. So I do this exact same thing. A lot of us do this exact same thing on social media. Then you can go out and find people, in your city. You can write up hashtags or go in like Facebook groups, right? Like AZ hiking groups I'm a part of, or whatever local groups there are. You can find people and you can start adding them. And there's a whole cold market training you can go through. I'm not going to obviously go through that on the call, but as you start to find people, you can literally just use what we just like when I shared my screen, you can use that breakdown, build a little bit of rapport with people. And there's videos for that. I'm not going to go through that right now. Just text us if you need that guidance and information. But social media is another great way to find cold market prospects that live locally to you, build a little bit of rapport, and just say, hey, you know, I know this is completely random, but you seem really dope and driven. You know, you seem like you're about your money. Just go into that little same line. I wanted to invite you to a private event we're having, you know, tonight, tomorrow, Tuesday this week. I've got a few tickets reserved right now. You're one of the first people I'm reaching out to. If I say do a seat, would you be able to make it? Okay. You guys can literally flip the script and however you want. Just follow the guideline, follow the system. You can gauge the person that you're talking to and you can kind of go from there. And as always, guys, we're always here to help. Reach out if you don't know how to do something or whatever. We're here to help you guys every step of the way. So I appreciate you guys. Just a quick training tonight. Wanted to do this before the event on Saturday, but I appreciate y'all. Let's crush it. Hopefully you guys cleared on Matty Pip sessions. I know I did. We did out here, but I love you guys and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.